Hello guys, it's your girl Nana and this is a Nana Nation. So if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe, honey, because you would definitely love it here. And shout out to all our amazing subscribers. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support, my people. So today we're going to address the viral case of Celerine Fon, the Cameroonian girl who came to the US to live with her auntie, and her auntie allegedly maltreated her. Celerine spoke on on TikTok yesterday. The video has gone viral. So I want us to address this case like a social phenomenon which happens to so many people. There's so many people, thousands of them, who have left Africa to come live with family relatives in the abroad, and the family relatives start maltreating them, start suffering them and treating them anyhow. I mean, it's a case that's affected. I mean, even me, I have my own story for this particular topic. Most of us abroad, we came here and lived with somebody, or our lives were impacted by somebody one way or the other. So I'm going to address this case in a minute, but I also want you guys to keep a fair mind. If you know you easily get triggered, don't watch this video. It's not for you. Just scroll and go and watch something else, okay? Because I'm going to attack the case from both parties, from the auntie who is her host in the US, from her side of view, and from the Celerine, the victim side of the case. So I'm going to attack the case from both vantage points. Stay tuned. Let's dive into it.
Fake. You talk about being one another brother's keeper in abroad. Really? Are you kidding me? You were a common Mexico road, I work at Mexico road, America. Use 8 months enter America. Your papa receive me. I appreciate you 100% for that one. I wish you ask you and your mama una take me ton different thing for us. Una make my life miserable for us. You can't talk about being one another brother's keeper. Really? Are you kidding me? You come on go tell your mama say this cement, you know if you share bed, you know if you share room or bed with me. I di sime ya mami come up the cat sime my armpit. Now so I di cry le for me Celerine. I was a teacher in secondary school back home in Cameroon. I taught for 7 years. No be say teacher say that backside teacher them. I was doing business. I go Nigeria, I go buy car supply because I work at bush road come America. You and your mama take me ton food in son house.
Guys, when I watched this video, I felt so bad for the lady just because I know what people go through when they come to live abroad with their relatives. Celerine left Cameroon and passed through this Mexican road. You know, when you pass through this Mexican road, you're not just passing through Mexico. You're passing through 14 other South American countries. Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, all those countries. The rainforest. After all the hustle, where they get on hustle. Pass through other rainforests, pass through someone they did like days that pass through all those countries on foot. You finally can enter asylum center. Hustle. God bless you. They release you. Your auntie take you. You went to live with your auntie now, and there was wahala. After struggling and passing through all this forest for how many months, you're finally thinking that, child, Papa God, finally, my rest, my sleep for bed, so rest. I never chop, real chop. I never sleep for real bed for months. And then your auntie assigns you her daughter's room. You have to share a bed with your auntie's daughter. Only for you for sleep for night. Your auntie daughter wake up say, what's thinking? I can't sleep with that girl. She's smelling. The auntie daughter go tell auntie, say, auntie, I can't sleep with Celerine Mio. She's thinking I can't share her room with her. Poor Celerine, that's how she was crying. God, me Celerine. Me that even had my own small stages in Cameroon before traveling. I was a teacher, teaching for more than 5 years. I had my businesses. I was traveling, going to Niger to hustle. I had money. I just wanted to travel to make a better living for myself, to give myself a better opportunity at life. Not be say I come America because they suffer. That's the situation where Celerine found herself. Her auntie now had to listen to her daughter. American family or whoever, they'll prioritize their children over an outsider, over an extended family member. So the auntie listened to the daughter now and kicked Celerine out of the daughter's room. That's how she caught cold. And then she'll be coughing. They'll be telling her to go cough outside. Oh, Papa God. Lord have mercy. She'll be coughing at night. They'll tell her to go and cough outside. Can you guys imagine? How many times for one night if you go cough outside? For winter, for this country, for cold, for the country. How many times you want, like every time you want to cough, like a reflex action, it just comes, you just cough. As a human being, you know to ease yourself naturally. They tell the girls, anytime one cough, may come off the house, out. She go and cough outside. So these are just snippets from everything that Celerine had been through. Let me tell you other examples. I'm addressing this case like a social phenomenon that happens to so many people who come to this country. You do come out for Cameroon, can't stay with your auntie for a task here. Your auntie, they ask you, say, maybe slave. Like, they treat you like so you be house girl for their house. You wake up in the morning, your auntie has 6 kids. You get for make breakfast for other 6 picking them all. So one day you want an egg and bread, you go make egg and bread for you. The other one are fried potatoes. No be say they chop inorganic food. You get for peel the potato, slice them, fry them for that particular picking. You turn to the next picking. Junior, what do you want to eat? And then they treat you like they did for 5-star hotel. I'll take some cereal. You make cereal, get and the other one, I want grits. You get for make grits, get and the other one, I want Quaker oats. Before you want to make breakfast, your auntie is 6 picking them. Before your auntie want to wake up for bed, make her own breakfast. Her husband, make her husband's breakfast. Before you want to think about your own self, you do a difference of what service like 8 people there for the household. You don't dry clean downstairs, you don't dry clean upstairs. Also the house big. They like 4,000 square foot house. Big, large house. Upstairs, downstairs, basement. You have to dry clean. You have to dust the windows, arrange the chairs. And they begin, they're lazy. Kids that they gave birth to them here in Italy, they need to work. They don't lift their finger to help in the household. That's how you find yourself struggling, doing everything. You don't finish dry clean the whole house, go for garage, arrange them, make breakfast for the whole house, make lunch before you even want to go your own work. Maybe you didn't even go to school. You go your school. You know if you even concentrate for class. By the time you get to school, you're tired. And you're thinking that the America, this will come so. This America, which is supposed to be like the land of milk and honey. Now the America, this will meet to a come so. So you're in class, you're sleeping, you're snoozing off, you can't even focus. And by the time you're done lecture, I don't finish talking, or you not even hear. You didn't even make notes, nothing. You come up for class, you drive, maybe you get for go your own work, your own hustle. You go for work, tiredness. You've been up since 6 a.m. taking care of your auntie's whole family. America, where you can't hustle, you can't hustle. Even the school you say you want to go, you don't even focus, tiredness, you're drained. You're only human. Physically, emotionally, you're drained. You go for work, you don't feel focus. You should not front computer for work, the sleep. Let's say the prayer, what's that prayer? The sleep. And your boss to go see you the sleep, say what? On company time, you're on the clock. I did not hire you to come and sleep at work. Or your boss, they don't care. No man don't care about yourself. And no man don't know what to go on for your house where you stay. Their own say as you come for work, you get for work. So as they see you snoozing off for workplace, what happens? You're fired. Next day, you're fired. So now they suffer this people they go through when they come for the country. You guys heard about that case of that guy in Maryland who silenced himself. It is bad sometimes, so they enter depression. You can't stay with your small sister. Small sister, wait for camera, we call you a grand friend, big brother, which you go chop to, they take care of you, respect you. Because you can't America before you can't stay for your petit house. Petit say they treat you anyhow, talk for you anyhow. Petit say when they even look you for your face, where will be the Cameroon? Just the fact that she's now in America before you. You can't stay for your house. The whole family, they treat you anyhow. Only that one was enough to make that grandfather to enter depression. When he silenced himself, they say no, if they cheat on the woman, if they date some other woman, the woman for Cameroon find out, the woman say blah blah blah, go leave it, or if they go work on nursing home, if they go touch patient there for inside the nursing home, blah blah blah. They go cook all kinds of story, they go justify themselves. The reality is the grandfather was depressed. Also depression come out inside the home, inside where you're living. Home is where the heart lives, right? Home is where love lives. Home is where there's peace. So after you don't go work, go hustle, deal with all kinds of snakes there for workplace, all kinds of co-workers, you expect to come home and have peace. That's your place where you let down your hair, you take off your wig and you rest. Unfortunately, because you're living with people, you're living with your auntie or your uncle or your petit sœur or people that you grew up with in Africa, they loved you, they had a good heart. For some reason, when people they enter playing the country, their whole heart they change. You need to understand, like, is this that auntie that used to be kind, loving, caring, like when we're back home? Is this the same auntie? When you come out Cameroon, you can't stay with her. You remember another image there for 1950 or 1960 when she was a good auntie to the family. They've come to America, mindset don't change, environment don't change, accent don't change, everything don't change. It's no longer the same auntie you knew. Poor Celerine found herself in this situation. She was crying every day like, Chai, Papa God, if I've been noticing as well they go treat me when I come to the country, I don't forever, ever come. These are just examples I'm quoting to you. People have come to this country and suffered. They don't take care. You just sleep for chairs. So small 5-year-old American pikin, they can't push you with a small finger, say, don't sleep on our chair, don't sleep on our couch. Small 5-year-old pikin, they talk for you if you even born, if you be auntie. Don't sleep on our couch, don't sleep on our chair, don't touch our TV, don't touch our remote. Talk for you anyhow. I know if you do nothing, you want to do it. You just stay for your mommy house, you stay for your uncle house. You want to do how? I mean, it's wild what people go through in these countries. So when they just enter the room, cry, say, Papa God, I can't for the country, I can't better my life. I know if you waiting my donkey, they come over for the house. Such kind of nonsense this. So when they pray every day, Papa God, I know if you just wait for get job, ma come up for the house, which kind of nonsense this. So when they pray, Papa God, me even co-worker take pity for me for workplace. Me even my friend, me even develop some one friend, send an angel by way. Destiny helper, we gonna move me from this nonsense situation. Say living with aunties. People have stories. People have stories. You do work off a road so tears the cover for your eye. We get for trek like 40 minutes to 1 hour for go work. What is even 40 minutes? People they trek 3 hours for go work. Your auntie get 4 motor there for garage. For you key for 1 motor may drive and go work. You know how to buy motor. Now so they'll ask you. You never buy motor for your life. You do come off for house so 4 motor they for driveway. You go work 2 hours for go for your own hustle. By the time you want to reach work, you did tired. Imagine trekking for 2 hours. People have gone through stuff. So when I should go for Cameroon, person saying you 50k, take the 50k, say thank you, appreciate it. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know the blood, the sweat, and the tears that it came from. But I'm just saying that if you're like one of those aunties that you bring people's children to your house, you see your kids maltreating them. Nobody in your place will step in, teach your picking love, correction. As an auntie, if you see a pikin, they talk for any of your niece, anyhow your niece is stay with you just because he come on Cameroon. Don't sleep on her couch. Don't eat her food. Don't touch her TV. You just step and say, hey, who are you talking to like that? That's your auntie. That's your big niece. You should respect her. Although she came from Cameroon, she's bigger than you. She's older than you. Teach your kids basic concepts. Don't talk to an adult like that because they stay for in her house. What do you mean by she's thinking? You're being rude. You correct your pikin, tell you, say, no, there's a way we can understand, we can approach this. There's a way we can address this. Don't be rude to your sister. That's your niece. Nobody knows tomorrow. What if I go to work one day, my car crashes, I have an accident? She's above 18, she's 20-something. She can be the one to take care of you guys. She can be the one to start paying the bills in this house and watching over you guys. Nobody knows tomorrow. That's how you're training your kids to respect people, respect their elders, inculcating these values in them. American kids, they don't get filter. Kids in this country, they don't get filter. They'll tell even you their mom. Anyhow. So I'm not even blaming the kid. She was young, probably didn't know better. And now the kid has grown and she knows better. She knows to respect people and to teach people and to give people love and all that stuff. Where were the parents when this child was being rude to Celerine many years back? As a good African parent. Most of us in our household, no grown now, only by ourselves. There was no time in my childhood when you came to my house, you saw only me and maybe my brothers and sisters. We always had nephews, nieces growing up with us. But you know, we'll ever know the difference. My mom would prefer to send me under the rain to go and buy something in the store than to send my cousin. My mom, we too so was shoe fit cut for the same day. What two was slippers if it cut the same day. My mom would go in the market and buy a shoe for my cousin first before buying mine. So I'm just saying, there's like that caliber of mothers that you have respect for people's children living with you. That begin to not be stick, that begin to be fire, which she came from somewhere. That's somebody's kid. Treat her with love, respect. If you have to correct her in love. And she really went through a lot. I know that if she wants to open up more, there will be more stories she can tell the world. But she chose just those 2 instances to tell us. Just to show you an example of how so many people come to this country and suffer a lot in the hands of their host aunties, their host uncles, and the host families. So I wanted to put that out there first. Let that be the first part of our video. Now let's roll into the second part of our video. So I've spoken for, I think, the victim. Now let me speak for the auntie. Some people on social media have been dropping comments like Celerine for expose the auntie so. No matter what that auntie be don't help you, no get for do so. That's being ungrateful. Now true say your auntie help you, but no human being is perfect. Maybe your auntie don't make 1 or 2 mistakes along the way. You know talk how your auntie help you. You can't drag your auntie picking your auntie, your whole family until now put a threat in the picking. You know it's not a bad thing that so people are dragging Celerine too from that aspect. So let's speak from the auntie's point of view. Your auntie be don't want help you no matter what. SK, you know, say put a day where they win American lottery, they no fit America because you no get person for host them. Sometimes you really win the lottery, you are calling everybody you know, or your auntie them. Auntie, can I come stay with you? Auntie say, no, me, you are back. I get my wahala, they feel plenty for me. You call your uncle, if you can stay with you. Uncle say, no, me, they stay for 2 bedroom apartment with 6 picking them. I no get space. So people they do don't actually win lottery, lost them because no man will host them, no man will accommodate them. So after waiting, at least your auntie be housed you right. According to what people are saying today, that you should not be too harsh on the auntie. She had the heart of gold to welcome you into her home. Although when you got to the home, circumstances and all that stuff came in the way. That's what people are saying today. People they where they don't get student visa for come America or Canada or UK, they don't get no host family. You go for your interview for embassy, they ask you, say you want to go stay with who? You don't get no person for go stay for, you don't get no address. They ask affidavit of support, you don't get them. But your auntie be help you, she was there for you. Because when you pass through other Mexico roads, you can't enter asylum. You forget family where you call, say, I can't stay with my auntie. America no one you may can't stay for you if you don't get play with the state because you go end up for streets. They're not trying to increase their street population. So when they be ask you, say, who you go stay with, your auntie be openly pick that call from immigration, openly pick that call from asylum office. Be talk, say, yeah. Auntie be stand up for you. It be accept for take you. If you not be accept for take you, all their work for Mexico will be in vain. They will send you back on the next available flight back to Cameroon. But at least somebody opened the door for you. Somebody spoke for you. Somebody stood up for you. So some people are saying that she should appreciate that fact. Because people, they don't actually work out all the Mexican road can enter it as. Then they give some their auntie number. The auntie calls say, no, I don't know that person. If your auntie be called deny you like how Simon Peter be denied Jesus, if you go back for Cameroon, at least she helped you. So that's another side to look at the story from. As usual, you guys know I'm not biased in my reporting. You will listen to both sides and then you make up your mind at the end of the day. So in the same vein, let's also talk about people that come to the abroad and their aunties and uncles host them and they begin to disrespect the host families. People, they way, like, it's not like everybody's a victim or something. Some people, the way they actually deserve the treatment where they get them. There's two sides to every story, right? We've heard from Celerine, we've not heard from her auntie. Maybe the auntie go come on, I can't tell with another story. We will go open our eyes like, oh, really? So I'm just trying to say there's two sides to every story. We've heard one party's side, we've not heard the other party's side. Est-ce que on no say put the way they come out pay, you can't stay with your auntie for a task. Auntie go love you, welcome you into your home. You start seduce auntie husband. You even take the husband from your auntie. Or so one day even boys, you bring them from Africa. They even can't impregnate you because they inside your own house. We won't be host for them, you won't be nice to them. So one day you can't start beat your picking, they go school. You guys see those videos now. You even hide camera for your house. You go school, see you're picking them in the hands of your nephew and nephew come out Cameroon. Nephew did not picking them. So one day you leave them in the hands of your niece from Cameroon. You want to go to come back here. Niece don't knock your picking. You guys see those videos now. So some people actually come here and treat the host families with disregard, disrespect them. Because now you're living with your auntie, or your auntie business inside your house, inside your marriage, it dealings, a relationship with your master, the whole world will know. Some people come and live with you, they come and carry your whole family issue and they're broadcasting. The whole of Africa knows what's going on in your home. The whole of Cameroon knows what's going on in your home just because running their mouth about everything they're seeing in the home. If they don't start disrespect, they go disrespect your master. Or they go even seize the master, seduce and take them for your hand. So some people actually come and live with their aunties and uncles and they are hell. They raise hell in the auntie's home. And they make the aunties regret. Like, oh, the good heart I beget, I want to help the picking so now so you don't end. Some person, the way they can't stay with you, you open your doors to it. That one person could carry a relationship with the whole family, the whole world. Just because they don't get along with you, they start calling people, you know, say the auntie don't maltreat me, no, the auntie don't treat me so, no. Saying things about you that may not be necessarily true. Or even if they were true, maybe not 100% true. Sometimes they exaggerate it. So I'm just saying that to say there's two sides to both stories. We've heard one side. No, there may be another side coming in the days ahead. If that auntie should ever talk or her baby girl talks, I'm going to bring that version of the story to you guys. So as Celerine came out to make her video, I mean, it's gone viral. Everyone is talking about it. What we can say today, as everyone who has ever come to this country and lived with an auntie or uncle before and they maltreated you, what you can do is turn that from a negative to a positive. You can speak to yourself and say, okay, I was maltreated when I came to America. Never is that going to happen again. We, the people that have lived with host families before, we are grateful for your help. We are grateful for your support and we promise to do better. You see that suffer when I be suffer we so, we no go suffer the other generations coming after us. You see that maltreat when I be maltreat we so, we no go maltreat all our other nieces and nephews we can't stay with we. So how you can show that you are better is by doing better. Like Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. So you can decide to be a better person for the people that will come and live with you tomorrow, because hurt people. It's very easy for you to come from a place of pain and hurt other people. May some pikin no come out tomorrow, Celerine. Mo no yes, some pikin come out for Cameroon can stay with you. You treat it anyhow. You too, you don't ask you say, you know how to buy motor. Because people do that. Some people have been hurt so much in the past so that when they have their own houses tomorrow, people come and live with them. They hurt you too without even knowing that they are doing the same thing their auntie did to them. They are falling in that same pot of soup their auntie was. That time your auntie being a devil. But 10 years down the line, you two don't grow be the same way your auntie to be there. So you've grown to become maybe the evil auntie you were talking against. So we just have to do better. Learn to do better. Acknowledge people's pain. If someone is in pain, help them. Be nice to people. Correct them in love. So what Celerine can do today is change this negative into a positive. Celerine, you can create a group of people who came, a group for people, a group to support people who came from Africa, Asia, Middle East, anywhere, who came to live with family members abroad who are maltreating them. You can create that support space, that safe haven, where people can begin to talk to you, open up to you, you advise them. You can even create a GoFundMe to create resources for people to donate money, fundraising, for family members who are in danger abroad, for family members who are crying, who are in pain, who are suffering, who are entering depression in the hands of their aunties and uncles abroad. Many people will donate to that fundraiser. And what do you do with that? You use it. You create a center, you create a safe space. People, they day for their auntie house, they never try for 1 week, and also. Auntie don't maltreat them, so they cry, they go in our basement. They don't even want to see their auntie face anymore. They don't even go to the auntie's kitchen. You touch fridge, auntie say you don't touch fridge. You touch glass, auntie say you don't drink me, but put glass for you. So just that pain, you think, say, wow, my whole existence makes this woman angry. My whole existence makes this woman sad. Just me being present, she's mad. So you just want to go shit on you for one corner where you don't worry the auntie again. You just go be for basement. 3, 4, 5 days until never even see you come upstairs. In the one that say wait till that begin the choppy, that begin the for basement, begin go dry all. You come out sometimes go still with your auntie. Yeah, mommy want to see a picture after 1 week for Cameroon. You don't dry like you don't color finish or something a skeleton remain. So you can imagine these are the things that people go through. Aunties, we should do better. Uncles, we should do better. Families abroad. Family abroad is trash. Trash. It takes the heart of God, the grace of God to have a family member abroad that will help you. Even the one that they go promise you, go be an empty promise. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happens to people when they come here. They were not like this when they were in Africa. But they come to abroad and everything changes. So everybody will just be covered by the grace of God, because I don't know what to say anymore. It shall be well. Celerine, I'm happy you're doing well today. We are happy you go into school and you did not just cry and let yourself go. You went into school and you had this nursing degree and you're going to use it to make money. Obviously, you're going to use it to grow and be better, do better. Don't fall in the same pot of soup your auntie was. We don't know what her reasons are. We don't know what her justifications are. She's not spoken to us yet. But we are going with your side of the story. We wish you light and love on your journey. Do better, be better. And to all of us, the association of people who have come to this country and have been impacted with one family member or the other, forgive, 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 forgive. That's the message of today. Forgive and give them grace. If tomorrow, God forbid, something happens, your auntie go jam motor for some side, what happens to her kids? Her small 7, 6, 5-year-old kids? You're still going to be the niece who's going to step in and take care of them. So these aunties should think of these things. Life changes in any minute, any second. Things change. So treat people with love. If you have a niece or a nephew living with you that you've been maltreating them, when they come back from work today, whole family meeting today on Friday, all aunties in their abroad, all uncles in their abroad, if you have any nephew or niece living with you that you've been maltreating them, today on Friday, when they come back from work, sit down, have an open table discussion. Even if you're not maltreating them, just try to ask them how they're feeling. You could be a nice auntie. I'm not saying that all aunties abroad are bad. Some of them are good. You could be a nice auntie, a nice uncle, but check in with them monthly, quarterly, weekly, bi-weekly to see how they're doing. Whole round table meeting, meet the whole family she done. Ask that your nephew, wake up Cameroon, say, oh, Petit, how am I doing as your auntie? Give me feedback. I want to do better. Am I meeting your needs, or am I helping you in any way to achieve your goals? Ask that small niece who's living with you, like, hey, niece, how you doing today? Are my kids being nice to you behind my back when I go to work? How is your relationship like with my kids? I hope they're not disrespecting you. I hope they're not making you do things, clean their room, do their laundry when I'm not around. If they ask you to do anything, run it by me first. I must concur to it before you do anything in this house. Because American people, they do so their sins. 7-year-old American people, until they get sense past 15-year-old self back home. Any chore where their mommy go tell them they do, and before mommy want go work, they go turn and put them for your plate. Hi, Auntie Celerine, can you do the dishes? Mommy said you should do the dishes before going to work. Lies. Mommy did not say that. So you want to make sure you have regular touch points with your nephews and your nieces living with you abroad. Talk to them. How are my kids treating you behind my back? How is my husband treating you behind my back? Escape when I know. So uncle, they go for that picking their room for night, go do unimaginable things, ungodly things so they picking them just because they're living with you. Check in with them regularly. How's my husband treating you? How are my in-laws? If you're living with in-laws, how are they treating you when I'm not here? How are my kids treating you? So just create that avenue where they can talk to you and pour out their hearts to you. Sometimes you even hurt the picking, you don't even know. Unknowingly. America is busy. Where you will go find your own daily bread, your own daily hustle. Escape even know what the picking they go through for house. So you have to regularly ask, are you okay? Is everything okay? You might be hurting them without knowing. Picking go call the whole family. They still my auntie they even talk with me and even ask me how they do. You don't even know that your child, the nephew or the niece is craving attention from you. It's craving a conversation from you. I know that life is busy, but once in a while, sit down with them and ask them how they're doing. So this is just my advice to everybody out there. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's holy. And also when the kids don't go viral now, so all man for social media, you can't comment. How that auntie wicked? So how that auntie, you have the nerve to call someone wicked. You, even you will get house girl for Cameroon, they treat the house girl like rack. Even you, where you get maid, you go take the maid picking for village, bring it for your housemaid, look for you. Even you, where the machida picking, you're commenting on social media today. Everybody's holy on social media. Me, I'm not holy. I'll be the first to tell you guys. We are all human beings that are trying to do better. We are all human beings that have fallen short of the glory of God. And we are seeking mercy every day. We're seeking grace every day. The grace of God to do better. The strength of God to do better. Nobody's perfect. So we should all strive to do better for our fellow human beings, for our future generations, and even for our kids, inadvertently. If something happened to you today, who will help your kids? So you should be nice to people, not just for the notion of if something happens to you. Just be nice for the notion of human decency. Treat people with respect. Treat people with love. Help people when you can. Assist people when you can. Wish the best for them and help them. You've been abroad for a couple of years. You know how to advise someone who just came yesterday. You've been abroad for 20, 15, 10 years. You know how to advise somebody who just came yesterday. This is the career path which we took when we came. This is the career path that is paying now. IT is paying more now. Get into IT, you can become a project manager, you can become a scrum master, you can become a DevOps engineer. Guide people. Information is what will make or break your life when you come abroad. So we need aunties and uncles to stand up and give people the right fields to go into. Oh, are you into healthcare? Do you like healthcare? Maybe you can do nursing. That's another job that pays. It's stressful, but it pays. You can teach people. Show them the way. That's why you came here before. Each one help one, each one teach one. That's the notion we should have. You're here, but you have family back home. You have aunties and uncles back home. Maybe your mom is in the village. The particular picky can visit you. So now small sister, they stay with your mommy for village. They help your mommy. So what happens when that small sister here say you the machi, the one big sister here say your house? Your mommy they 90 years to Cameroon now. 100 years. If that became packaging, they come over that back. If you see your mommy go survive 1 week. So what goes around comes around. Is all I'm trying to say today. Be nice to people, be welcoming to people, be accommodating. Nobody's perfect. Even when they make mistakes, correct them in love. And you too, with coming into people's house, come with the right intentions. Don't be gossiping your auntie's stories in her house. You don't know what your auntie is going through. Maybe that auntie and Masa, they go through shaga for night, you don't know. Maybe their marriage is at the brink of collapsing, you don't know. Maybe the auntie to the work for play, they be about for fire, you don't know. So it's a whole myriad of reasons why this person can be angry, why this person can be stressed. Your auntie says they go through depression, you don't know. SK, you know so. So everybody comes with their own stress. Let's find a way to meet in the middle and do what's best for each other. Let's learn to coexist amicably. Let's learn to live together in peace. And that's it, guys. It's a wrap. Remain your girl, Onana Nation. Love you guys so much. Thank you all for the love and support. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, and leave me comments below. I'll read your comments and reply them once I get a chance. Thank you all for watching this video. Be good to people. Be good to everyone. Be at peace with all men. Ciao.